Have you looked into the toilet bowl lately? I mean, really looked. If you're seeing bubbles that look like the head on a beer, thick white foam that won't flush away, your body isn't just tired. Your kidneys are sending out a 911 distress signal. Most people think it's just dehydration or a heavy stream. But in reality, those bubbles are often leaked protein. And here's the scary part. Your kidneys are the ultimate silent workers. They filter 50 gallons of blood every single day, but they won't complain until they're 70% gone. By the time most people feel sick, they're already looking at a dialysis chair. I'm here to tell you that it doesn't have to be your story. Today we're going to talk about a kidney reset. We'll look at real cases of people in their 60s and 70s who were told their labs were concerning and managed to stabilize their GFR just by changing what was in their fruit bowl. I'm going to show you 4 miracle fruits that act like a natural filter for your body. But first we need to understand what your kidneys are trying to tell you right now. Before we hit the grocery store, let's do a quick audit of your body. If you have more than 3 of these red flags, call your doctor for a GFR and creatinine test tomorrow. Don't wait. Number 1. Persistent foamy urine. As we mentioned, if the bubbles stay for more than 5 minutes, that's protein leakage. Your kidney filters are damaged and letting through molecules that should stay in your blood. Number 2. The color check. Healthy urine is straw-colored or pale yellow. If it looks like Coca-Cola or has a reddish tint, that's a major red flag. Dark urine means your kidneys aren't diluting waste properly. Blood in the urine is even more serious. Number 3. The night shift. Are you waking up 3 or 4 times every night to pee? Most seniors think this is just aging, but it's not normal. Your kidneys may be losing their ability to concentrate urine. They're working overtime trying to flush out toxins they couldn't handle during the day. Number 4. The sock test. Take off your socks right now. Press your finger into your ankle. Is there a deep indent that stays there for minutes? That's edema. Your kidneys are failing to flush out extra fluid and it's pooling in your legs and feet. This is dangerous because that fluid can move to your lungs. Number 5. The metal mouth. Have you noticed a metallic taste in your mouth? Or does your breath smell like ammonia? This is a sign of uremia. It means toxins are building up in your blood because your kidneys can't clear them. Your family members might notice this before you do. Number 6. Extreme fatigue. If you're exhausted even after a full night's sleep and simple tasks feel overwhelming, your kidneys might not be producing enough erythropoietin. That's the hormone that tells your body to make red blood cells. Without it, you become anemic and everything feels harder. If you checked yes to 3 or more of these symptoms, please see your doctor this week. Early detection can save your kidneys. Now let's talk about what you need to avoid. In America, we're told fruit is always healthy. For kidneys, that's a lie. If your kidney function is low, potassium is your enemy. Healthy kidneys flush it out, but weak kidneys let it build up. High potassium or hyperkalemia can literally stop your heart. I'm not exaggerating. It causes dangerous heart rhythm changes. If you're worried about your kidneys, you need to cut back on these so-called health foods right now. First, bananas. I know everyone says bananas are the perfect snack, but one medium banana has over 400 milligrams of potassium. If your kidneys are struggling, that's way too much. You might feel fine today, but potassium builds up slowly, and by the time you have symptoms, it's a medical emergency. Second, avocados. Yes, avocados are great for healthy people, but one avocado is a potassium bomb for anyone with renal issues. It has nearly 700 milligrams. If you love avocado toast, find a different breakfast. Third, oranges and orange juice. A glass of OJ has more potassium than a banana plus high acidity, which stresses your kidneys even more. If you're drinking it for vitamin C, switch to a supplement or eat strawberries instead. Fourth, dried fruits. Raisins, prunes, and dried apricots are concentrated potassium. A small handful of raisins can have 300 milligrams. When water is removed, the minerals get concentrated. Avoid them completely if your GFR is under 60. Fifth, tomatoes and tomato sauce. I hate to say this because so many senior recipes use tomato sauce, but tomatoes are very high in potassium, especially when cooked down into sauce. 1 cup of marinara can have 500 milligrams. I know this sounds overwhelming. You're thinking what's left to eat. That's where our miracle fruits come in. These 4 fruits are low in potassium, but high in the exact compounds your kidneys need to heal. Blueberries are the Goldilocks of fruit for seniors with kidney concerns. They're not too high in potassium, not too acidic, but just right. 1 serving has only 77 milligrams of potassium. Compare that to the 400 in a banana. But the real magic is in the anthocyanins. These are the deep blue pigments that give blueberries their color. Think of anthocyanins as a tiny repair crew for your kidneys filters. Your kidneys have about 1 million tiny filters called glomeruli. These are delicate blood vessels that do the heavy lifting. Over time, inflammation damages these filters. That's what causes protein to leak into your urine. Research shows that anthocyanins reduce inflammation in the glomeruli. They act like fire extinguishers, putting out the inflammatory fire before permanent scarring happens. There's a study from Tufts University that tracked older adults who ate blueberries daily. After 12 weeks, they saw measurable improvements in markers of kidney inflammation. The participants didn't change anything else in their diet, just added 1 cup of blueberries. Here's how to use them. Buy frozen blueberries. They're picked at peak ripeness and flash frozen, so they actually have more antioxidants than most fresh berries at the grocery store. Plus, they're cheaper and last longer. Eat them straight from the freezer as a snack. Throw a handful into your morning oatmeal. Blend them into a smoothie with low-fat milk. But skip the sugary blueberry jam or muffins. The added sugar and processing destroys most of the anthocyanins. You want the whole berry. Why red grapes and not green? Because red grapes contain resveratrol. This compound is a powerhouse for blood vessel health. Since your kidneys are basically a giant ball of blood vessels, resveratrol helps keep them flexible and prevents fibrosis. Fibrosis is the medical term for scarring. When your kidney tissue gets inflamed over and over, it tries to heal itself by laying down scar tissue. But scar tissue doesn't filter blood. It just sits there taking up space. Eventually, enough scarring means kidney failure. Resveratrol interrupts this process. It signals your cells to stop the inflammatory cascade before scarring begins. There's also evidence that it helps lower blood pressure, which is the #1 cause of kidney damage in the United States. Here's the critical part. You must eat the skin. The resveratrol is concentrated in the skin, not the flesh. So wash your grapes well, but don't peel them. Some people worry about pesticides on grape skins. If you can afford it, buy organic. If not, soak conventional grapes in a bowl of water with a tablespoon of baking soda for 15 minutes. This removes most pesticide residue. How much should you eat? About 15 to 20 grapes is 1 serving. That's roughly 1 cup. Eat them as an evening snack or freeze them for a cold treat that feels like candy but is actually medicine for your kidneys. One warning. If you're on blood thinners like warfarin, talk to your doctor first. Resveratrol can interact with these medications. Pineapple is a secret weapon because it contains bromelain. Most people think of bromelain as a digestive enzyme. It is. But it's also a powerful natural anti-inflammatory. For seniors with chronic kidney inflammation, bromelain helps break down the gunk that clogs your system. Think of it like drain cleaner for your kidneys. It breaks down protein complexes that get stuck in the tiny tubes of your kidneys called tubules. Pineapple is also surprisingly low in potassium compared to other tropical fruits. 1 cup of fresh pineapple has about 180 milligrams. That's manageable for most people with mild kidney concerns. Compare that to a mango, which has nearly 300 milligrams in the same serving. Here's the pro tip. The core of the pineapple has the most bromelain. Most people throw it away because it's tough and fibrous. Don't. Cut it into small pieces and eat it. Or throw it in a blender with the rest of the pineapple. Yes, it's less sweet than the flesh, but that's where the medicine is. Fresh pineapple is always better than canned. The canning process uses heat, which destroys some of the bromelain. If you must buy canned, look for pineapple in its own juice, not heavy syrup. You can also take bromelain as a supplement, but food sources are always better. Your body absorbs and uses nutrients from whole foods more effectively than isolated compounds in a pill.